Tonight, the 2-2 Bearcats face the Iroquois team that hasn't done well either, unfortunately for them. But the Bearcats will be receiving. They won the toss, and they will receive. So we've got football just in a matter of seconds. Joining me tonight is my good friend, as usual, playing color, Bob Holtgrave. Good to have you here, Bobby Joe.
Michael Bennett, where did that come from? I saw your son calling me that in the parking lot. I expected this.
Well, Bearcats going to take it from the 15-yard line. Sorry, we're coming on just a tad late tonight, but we're going to get out to about the 27-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 as the Bearcats take over the ball for the first time tonight. Tonight's a big night here on the campus of Country Day, Bob Holtgrave. It is Bearcat Festival.
Big night, especially for the younger kids. This is always an event you always marked on the calendar when you had lower school and middle school kids.
Well, I hate to tell you, but Max Bennett, my oldest son, who's 17, looked forward to it as well.
Really?
He likes to go get the free cake. So
I saw him out there with a really cute girl in the parking lot. I'm telling you.
I think that was your wife, Katie. Bearcats show run on the first play. Going to get a gain of about 4 yards. Make that 3 yards, so it's going to be 2nd down 7.
Evan Mock on the carry there. Looks like Michael.
Well, Bobby Joe, this is a special night tonight. I want you to
Mikey
know.
Boy. I'm going to call you Mikey Boy.
I hear Bobby Joe's a really good name for you, or Megaphone Bob, I've heard as well, is another good name.
I've never heard those, Mikey.
Well, Bobby Joe, I tell you, we've got a great sponsor tonight.
Oh, who's that? Your better half?
It's Dave and Judy Long have sponsored tonight's game.
Have they really? Wow.
Bearcat show run right there. Tommy Safari's got it's going to be 1st down. He's out to the 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, nice run there by Tommy.
Dave and Judy Long are proud in-laws of Bobby Joe. We do have a timeout with Tommy Safari down on the ground. But my good friend, I hear according to your father-in-law, that you're now closer to 60 than you are 40.
That is not
you
true.
Will be turning 50 pretty soon.
No, I got plenty of time for that, Michael. I got plenty of time. I'm a young man. Let's tend to Tommy down here.
Well, no, I think, Bobby Joe, I need to talk to you a little more.
Good. Tommy's running off the field.
You like Megaphone Bob more. Which one?
I don't know
your
where
brother John says that brother-in-law John says he calls you that.
I gotcha.
Now, explain to me, I hear some stories about you. Thank goodness we've got some great sponsors tonight out of Dave and Judy Long. That you claimed your wedding week that you were a great golfer. Is that true?
Yeah, I still am.
And what did you shoot that round, though?
73.
I think about 30 more. 102 is what I heard you scored in 18 holes.
That's nice that you say that, Michael. It's actually 103.
Lone setback's going to be Evan Bach. It's going to be a run by Zach Etoch. He's going to get it out to the 46-yard line.
Etoch on a carry for Country Day.
Zach is going to have a gain of about 5 yards for the Bearcats. It's going to be 2nd down 5.
That was scary seeing Tommy go down on the first play. Good to see him right back in there. So, we've been obviously bitten with the injury bug. It's nice to see Tommy back out there.
Yeah, we've been bitten severely by the injury bug this year, so it's really tough when any of our players go down. 10-15 left the first quarter. Bearcats on the first drive. Movement right there.
There's a free 5.
That's going to go against Iroquois.
Michael, this is going to be an interesting game. This may be one of the few games, this game and the Holy Cross game, where the coaches on the other side of the field are as good as the coaches on our side of the field. With Mark Sander here, and he's an excellent coach. Coached at DeSales for years. Played at U of L. Played for the Miami Dolphins. Just a really, really, really great coach, high school coach. And then next week, I guess we got Holy Cross, and they're always well coached.
Well, not only is he a great coach, I've spoken to him the last 2 years before the game and a little bit after the game, but he's also a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
Highly respected here throughout the coaching community within Louisville and throughout the state of Kentucky as well. Jared Smith, the quarterback, waiting for the snap. It's going to be handed to Zach Etoch, tackled right there. Might have lost 2 yards, maybe even 3 yards. That's going to bring the Bearcats back to the 48-yard line. It's going to be second and
Stopped by
13.
Mike Lewis.
Yeah, not much Zach could do there. He got hit 3 or 4 yards deep in the backfield, and it's fortunately held on to the football, quite honestly. It was a nice play on his behalf, just holding on to the ball.
Well, if you remember, Zach Etosh had an incredible ball game on both sides of the ball last week.
He was, yeah. I know he was your player of the game last week.
Absolutely. Tommy Stafiri in motion. It's going to be a pass.
Oh.
It's going to be incomplete. Not quite certain who that was intended for. But it's going to be fourth down for the Bearcats with 9:24 left.
Actually, Mike, I think it's third, isn't it? I think it's going to be third here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Third down. 3rd and 13.
Jared Frank's pass was incomplete.
So, Michael, did you get any enlightening words from any of the coaches before the game about Iroquois?
It is 3rd and 13.
Yeah, in our regular meeting this week, one thing about Iroquois is that they don't have the most talented team, but they do have a few players that are really fast. Evan Mock with the carry right there. He's going to still be
on the carry.
Only gaining about 1 yard. So it's going to be 4th and long for the Bearcats as Jackson Alford checks in for the punt. But the one player we need to watch tonight is going to be number 3.
Yeah, Malik Sanders.
Yes,
Malik Saunders.
Malik Saunders. Thank you.
Good snap there by Christian Cox, and hopefully we're going to get the benefit of the roll here. And nice return there by Iroquois. Looks like they'll take over at the 28-yard line.
It looked like that was Sam Yu with the tackle right there. I couldn't really tell.
Sam Yu gets
it was Sam Yu. So the Bearcat defense checks in for the first time tonight. Starting defense is going to be number 3, Jake Dickens, number 8, Jack Pike, number 10, Donovan Carter, number 11, Zach Etosh, number 18, Jackson Alford, number 33, Tommy Stafiri, number 44, Evan Mock, number 50, Alan Papaya, and we'll get back to the lineup just a bit. Number 10 right there.
Castillo.
And it's going to be tackle for a loss. Host of Bearcats on that, so it's going to be a loss of about 2 yards. They do a nice job of pursuing. Number 61, August Blocker, and number 78, Emilio Zayas.
You know, August Blocker has really played well this year for the Bearcats. He's a kid that primarily just played JV last year, and he's really found a home there on the defensive front.
Well, the ball's back at the line of scrimmage where the Iroquois started out at the 30-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Number 44 with the carry right there for Iroquois. That's going to be Jerome Cone. You're not going to see a lot of passing. That's one thing they are not good at. They run mostly. And the guys that they have on the outsides on either side, the way Matt Jones described them, they're just cats.
Yeah, they're just
fast. They're shifty.
Well, like we talked about last week, it doesn't appear as though Jordan's going to play tonight. So, one of the challenges that we had last week with Jordan out is if they break the line of scrimmage and get past the linebackers, we really have a tough time defending that without Jordan in there.
Showing pass right here. He's being pursued. He's going to be tackled. Oh, almost tackled by Sam Yu. Evan Mock out there. Nice block for Iroquois, but he's going to get all the way out.
Nice play by Donovan Carter, but he let him get away.
He's still on his feet, but he's going to be short by about 2 or 3 yards, so it's going to be 4th down with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. It appears that the Bearcats are going to get the ball back for the second time.
Yeah, we're sitting up here in the tower. We're sitting up here in the tower, and boy, the coaches here up here with us were just going crazy over there because I think we missed 3 or 4 tackles on that run. Fortunately, Iroquois came up short of a first down, so looks like they're in punt formation.
Well, on the tackle there for the Bearcats was number 8, Jack Pike, and number 11, Zach Etosh.
Yeah, the tackle on the previous play, I think Kevin Stammerman told us, was Donovan Carter, number 10. So Donovan Carter's row's really expanded since we've had so many injuries.
We've got a timeout on the field for some reason, not quite sure why, but it's 4th and 2 with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Going to be, almost blocked right there. Number 3,
Jack Pike.
Dickens almost had that block. That's one thing they practiced yesterday. Coach Jones said we need to be more aggressive on our special teams, and they practice. They bring a bat out to the football field, and he holds a football on a stick to where everybody has to come out there and try and block that. They just lay out totally flat like they're spunking. And try and block that. So that's one thing we're going to see more tonight and hopefully throughout the rest of the season.
Well, they got to be careful doing that because you don't want to get too close. You get roughing the kicker, and there's definitely an art to blocking punts.
Jared Franks brings the offense back out for the second time tonight. Going to be a nice gain right there for 4 yards.
Evan Mock on the carry.
Evan Mock gets it out to the 40-yard line, so it's going to be second down 4 or 6. Second down 6.
4 yards.
Michael, another good crowd here tonight. Especially considering the weather.
Yeah, it's not been a good afternoon or evening. It's just a lot of overcast. They expect some severe storms later on tonight with lightning and thunder. Going to see a spread-out offense right here as the Bearcats line up the line of scrimmage. Jared Frank under center. It's going to be handed off to Tommy Staferi. Got a little room out there. Looks like he's going to have a gain of about 3 yards. It's going to be third down 3.
Tommy Staferi on the carry
for the Bearcats.
Yeah, the one thing it would be my guess that Iroquois will do a really good job with our misdirection runs. Just you got an NFL caliber coach coaching them, so they're gonna be well disciplined.
Well, Iroquois struggles on offense, and they don't do well on the front line. No blocking, and so one of the things that the offenses have done that have played against Iroquois this year is that Jared Frank's got a long pass going to be overthrown to Tommy Staferi, number 33, but they don't do well up front blocking. And they don't do well with the run. So what most opposing teams have done this year is they've tried to pass on them a whole lot, and they really haven't been able to score because Iroquois' defensive ends are really fast.
Right.
So one thing Coach Jones wanted to concentrate on tonight is just running the ball up the middle. No other offense against this defense has done that. And we've had a little success with it so far, but not enough to get the ball over to the other end zone. Number 30 is in there, Mason Bennett.
Mason Bennett is getting a lot of tackles on special teams.
Returns the punt for the Raiders. It is 1st and 10 for Iroquois.
Yeah, it looked like there was a clip on that play. At least that's what the coaches next to us were yelling for. But again, it was another punt where Jackson Alford hit it low, got the benefit of the roll, allowed us to cover the punt pretty well, and the coverage team did a nice job covering that punt.
Iroquois is going to take over on their own 30-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 with 5:17 left in the first quarter. It's going to be a handoff. Got some room to run. Look like he's going to have a gain of about 6 yards.
Yeah, that's
second down 4.
Jerome Cone, I guess is what you would say that, or Con.
Jerome Cone.
We're going with Cone.
Yeah, there's two running backs that Iroquois uses the Raiders on a regular basis. Number 34, Cone.
Or Larry Jackson.
Larry Jackson and Cone, number 44. They're fast, they're small, but they're shifty.
Yeah.
So they're cat-like, is, again, the way Coach Jones describes them. They're quick. We're going to have a tough time getting them down, and we're just going to have to gain tackle them, not let them get on the outside, keep them in the middle of the field. It's going to be handed
Jackson
off to
right
him.
there.
It's going to be a first down.
He's actually a pretty big guy. Oh, he's gone. Hopefully Donovan Carter can get him down, and he can. Touchdown, Iroquois.
Well, that's another thing that I know Coach Jones was trying to concentrate this week that we did not do a good job last week, and that's just getting back to the basics. I asked him, what was the part you were really disappointed in last week? What was the big negative coming out of the game besides a loss? And, of course, he says there's never too much good coming out of a loss. But the biggest negative is that we're not tackling. We're not wrapping our arms around and getting them down. And I think, unfortunately, that's just kind of
a great example right there.
Exactly.
Especially when a kid, these tailbacks are actually pretty decent size, Michael, for Iroquois. And, they're hitting these holes pretty aggressively. They're strong kids, and you gotta have proper tackling techniques or they're going to break a run just like that one for a touchdown.
Well, Iroquois Raiders checks in for the point after attempt.
That's crazy. The kicker brought out a ball with him.
I haven't seen that before. That's a new one for me. So Aiden checks in for the point after attempt for the Raiders.
Looks like we got a straight-on kicker here, Michael. I haven't seen one of those yet this year. And he converts it.
It's good. It's going to be 7-0. Raiders in front. Score first with 4:27 left in the first quarter.
7, Country Day 0.
We'll be back after these messages for more Bearcat football. Well, Iroquois Raiders able to score first against the Bearcats tonight, making the score 7-0 in favor of the Raiders with 4:27 left in the first quarter. I know that's not the way Coach Jones really wanted to start this game, Bob.
Well, I think, Michael, in the last two games where we unfortunately have taken losses, in the first half, we were really solid on defense, and Coach Jones had to be thrilled for the first first half of both of those games with the defensive performance. On that particular play, that was just we've missed probably 6 or 7 tackles already in this game, and that's killing.
You know what one of the most popular movies was back in 1963? I think that's the year you were born. 63 was Dr. Strangelove. That's pretty close to what you are, Dr. Strange, as far as I'm concerned. Not Strangelove, but just strange all out.
Hey, Michael, did you bring any burgers up here that you could eat while you're trying to talk on the mic like you did last week?
Not yet, but I'd appreciate it if you call your wife, Bobby Joe, and get me something.
I hear you, Mikey boy.
The human megaphone. I tell you, I'm surprised your in-laws need speakers to hear you, because I don't think you need a microphone.
I got to tell you, Michael, I'm going to have to talk to Dave and Judy. They need to watch their money. They're affecting Katie's inheritance here. So.
The Bearcats check in for the third time tonight. Haven't been able to get the offense going so far as of yet, but hopefully we can get going something right here, get a little movement down the field, and
nice to get Jared a completed pass here. Jared Frank needs to get going here. I think they're going to do to us what we've been doing to them. They're going to put 8 guys in the box and challenge us to throw it.
Carries about the 42.
Well, nice gain right there for Zach Etosh. It's going to be a gain of 6 yards. So it's going to be 2nd down 4. That's one thing I do like. On first down, we're getting yardage.
Yes.
It's just when we're trying to get 2nd and 3rd down short.
Absolutely.
Ball's going to be marked at the 42-yard line.
Gain, good first down gain of 7 there. Michael, it looks like KCD's doing the same thing they did last week, where they're trying to minimize the number of players that go
Tommy Stafuri's got it out to the 40, 35. He's still on his feet, down to the 30. He's still running down to the 27-yard line. Hard run right there by number 33, Tommy Stafuri.
Yeah, that's a nice.
Tommy Stafuri.
What is that? That's a nice 38-yard run there by Tommy Stafuri. Nice cutback and you're really attacking the hole and making some really good moves in the open field.
We've got our first shout out for the night. It's going out to Christina and Robert Dagramon in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I'm sorry, Tamara Frank, if I just butchered your maiden name. But and I'm sorry to Christine and Robert, but they're Jared Frank's grandmother and uncle out in Arizona.
Nice run there by Zach Etosh.
Zach Etosh going to get it all the way down to the 15-yard line, close to another first down.
Zach may be shaking up a little bit here. Hope Zach's okay.
Took a hard hit.
Yeah, he took a hard hit right there. Nice carry for him.
Yeah, a lot of times that happens, so on an extra effort play, he's trying to keep his balance, and he exposes his midsection. He may have just gotten the wind knocked out of him, I hope.
Well, the officials for tonight's game are back judge is Paul Cobb, line judge Jeff Mudd, referee Roger Schmidt, head linesman Brent Simmons, and umpire Boris Sowell. They're working on his knee right there. Not certain if that's. I don't think that's going to be something just knocking him out on the wind, but
Yeah.
we're kind of digging deep now as the rain starts to come down
Yeah,
here.
it's really
at the
starting to rain a little bit. But yes, people are sticking with it. I don't see very many umbrellas. Well, I guess there are some.
Well, we'd like to thank our head maintenance guy here at Country Day for bringing us a team, keeping us dry at least.
Absolutely,
Bobby Joe. So
I tell you, Mikey, so like when people didn't like stuff at your house, did they always say, "Let's let Mikey try"? Mikey likes everything.
Yeah, I never
Were you
heard
like a
that.
Life cereal commercial guy?
My nickname was actually Battleship Bennett.
Was it really?
So,
Wow,
yeah.
did you play Battleship a lot?
I played football a lot, and that's what my YMCA coach nicknamed me, Battleship Bennett. So as we see Zach Etosh, I just saw his mother, Fran, before the game. Huge Arkansas fan. But,
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's headed straight over to Trainer Ray, so that might not be a good thing. I know the
I don't see
backup
much weight going on that left leg either.
the backup for Zach or Tommy is going to be Jackson Alford, so we might see a healthy dosage of him now throughout the game tonight. 3:01
Well, it
left.
was a beautiful run by Zach. He fought, got hit in the backfield and got 7 yards out on the first down carry. So kudos to Zach for a beautiful run there.
Whiteouts are going to be Jake Dickens, but it's going to be a run up the middle with Evan Mock. Going to get a good gain all the way down to the 9-yard line. It's going to be good for a first down,
Evan
Bearcats,
Mock
with
carries
2:39 left.
Michael, I'm looking at the sidelines, and there's some guys from last year's team on the sideline. I see Kevin Sample. I see
goal for the Bearcats.
I see Robert Schultz.
You mean Cam Sample?
Cam Sample and Kevin Sample.
Oh, Kevin's on the
And then
sideline.
Brian Lewis, who was a player for 5 or 6 years here at KCD. I think Brian got a concussion and couldn't play his junior or senior year, but he's over there too with the team. So the rain's starting to come down a little bit harder.
Yeah, Donovan Carter's that closest to us.
Tommy
Going to be another run. Tommy Stafiri up the middle off that 1st and goal. He's going to get it down to around the 3-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd down 3 as the Bearcats are starting to move the ball. 2:06 left. Clock is running.
Beautiful run there. A lot of the crowd is scurrying, I think, to get to vehicles as the rain starts to come down a little bit harder.
2nd and goal from the 3.
I personally don't feel a thing.
I tell you what,
This is nice weather to me.
this is beautiful.
It's quite humid, but fortunately that rain, and they called for rain coming down. Are you headed to the U of L game tomorrow?
I am. So the game's at noon, and it's another top 10 nationally ranked opponent for the Cards.
Whatever. Tommy Stafiri gets down
Touchdown.
close to the goal line.
That's got
No
be a
signal
touchdown.
yet.
How is that?
No,
there
it's a
it
touchdown, Bearcats. That took a long time to call that one, Bob.
goes. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, that was obvious.
Scores from the 3.
Really a nice drive by the Bearcats responding to that touchdown by Iroquois.
Well, good job. That was a tough run for him. He was able to really take the cannonball and put the freight train on first class and get to that goal line and get it in there.
Well, Tommy's just so strong, low to the ground, and he's actually fast, too. So
David Holtgrave checks in for the point after attack.
Mark.
I'm sorry, Mark Holtgrave.
Holtgrave.
It's good.
Is good. With a
Scores the
minute
tie.
25
Scores the
remaining in
game up
first quarter.
7-0 with a minute 20 left in the first
Country Day
quarter.
7, Iroquois 7.
Well, again, tonight's game's being brought to you by Judy and Dave.
you got to
Long.
take me off that thing.
Bobby Joe, this is just exciting to know a lot of things I've never known.
Mikey is
I've never
always-
known about you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what TV shows were popular in 1963?
I don't know.
Andy
Gunsmoke.
Griffith, Andy
Gunsmoke.
Griffith, Petticoat Junction.
Oh, that's a good one. That's one of my favorites. Man,
Oh,
look at
my
this
gosh.
rain. It's unbelievable.
It is just pouring down. We still have a few faithful here, but this makes it tough when it starts raining like it is right now. Back in 1963, there was a Soviet cosmonaut. The first woman went out to outer space. And, of course, she had heard that Bob Holtgrave was born, so women started running far away from Bob Holtgrave way back when he was born.
I was just a piece of meat back then. Mike, I was an innocent young man when I met Catherine Long. Those Northeastern girls are aggressive.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
Mark Holtgrave with the kick. Going to be kicked. A fumble right there. I think Iroquois Raiders were able to get the ball back. So it's going to be marked right around the 31-yard. It'll be 1st and 10. 1 minute 18 left in the first quarter.
For the Raiders at about their own 31.
Try to keep this stable.
Yeah.
I tell you what, as a player, Michael, this would be a blast to play in.
Well, not just that. That's one thing I've been really disappointed as far as I remember the ball games with NFL up in Chicago or up in Minneapolis with the Vikings, and they play in the cold, the mud, the soaking rain. And I love natural turf. I can't stand the artificial stuff.
I
think it takes away from the ball game.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a run right there for Iroquois, but nice containment for the Bearcat defense. I see Evan Mott coming out. I believe Emilio Zeiss is going to be credited with that tackle. No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down 10 with a minute left in the first quarter.
Nate Gray carries for the Raiders. Stopped by Alan Papalo for the Bearcats.
They're going to give the tackle to Alan Papaya. Or as Dick Ayler, our longtime voice of the Bearcats here at the stadium, would say, Papaya. Good Italian name.
Oh, the running back slips.
Oh, what a tackle right there.
Nice tackle there by Sam Yu.
Yeah, Sam Yu's having a game tonight. He has really come to play defense tonight.
Sam Yu gets the solo stop for the Bearcats.
Well, the ball's going to remain right there at the 30-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down, or 29-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down 11 as the Iroquois is going to let the clock run out. First quarter's over. Bearcats are tied.
Good first quarter.
7-7. Yes, it was. It's a little bit of a slow start, but Bearcats got the offense going, and nice to see them score on that last possession. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. This is Kentucky Country Day Football Network.
So how long has it been since Dave and Judy volunteered to sponsor the game? This is your song, Michael. Whiskey makes my baby. A little bit of whiskey.
You're singing straight karaoke on the
Yeah, you sound really good. We are totally on. Bobby Joe, you know that country music and Bobby Joe fits you. You did like Petticoat Junction, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Griffith?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know we were on.
Well, I'm sorry. That's one music I can't stand is country.
Look at this rain. It's unbelievable.
I don't know if y'all can see it. The viewers can see it out there through your monitor, but it is just pouring down cats and dogs. It's going to be a run right there. He's got a lot of room out there.
That's a clip right there. You got to call that clip.
Nice containment by number 58, Sam Yu. He did a good job of running out there and getting them.
Stefari was in position to make the tackle, and he just got clipped.
Malik Saunders on the carry.
Number 41, Malik Saunders on the carry. Nice run for him. Takes the ball all the way to the 48-yard line of the Raiders. It's going to be 1st and 10. Just the start of the second quarter, 11:45 left till halftime. By halftime, I've got a couple of good guests. Russ Cox, who is actually the chairman of the board for Kentucky Country Day School, as well as one of the players.
Oh, they're the guests tonight. Oh, good.
Yes, Cam Sample is going to be one of the Bearcats at the half as well. Former senior player that just graduated last year. Now
nice
playing.
Tackle.
Yes, it was. I like the fact that the Bearcat defense is game tackling. Now, they've really done some adjustments here since the first quarter even.
Absolutely.
Ed Long's done a nice job of getting these kids to get in there and say, listen, guys, we got to see where they're going because they're not going to pass the ball much. It's going to be a gain of 1 yard, so it'll be 2nd down 9 for the Raiders of Iroquois.
Yeah, Alan Papaya is number 50. You know, last year he had a different number. I think it was 65. Part of this year he was 56, and now he's number 50. So,
well, no, he does that because on
jerseys?
offense, yes,
Okay.
on offense he's 50, on defense he's 56. So
Gotcha.
that's intentional because they might have some other plays for him in mind on the offensive side. 2 backs in the field for Iroquois. It's going to be a run right there. No, it's going to be a pass. Man's not open, but he's going to get out to the outside. Slips. It's going to be pass and
and he dropped
incomplete.
it.
That's one of the things that they'll criticize
Malik Saunders' pass is
on Malik Songer, the quarterback for Iroquois. He doesn't like to pass at all.
Yeah,
and
it almost,
showed right there on
it
that
almost
play.
looks like they call a pass play, have him roll out, and the primary objective is just for him to run.
Well, with the rain coming down, that's one thing that's going to make it a little tough on them.
Absolutely.
More so than us. You know, we're a power running team, whereas they're quick and try to get to the outside and get some yardage there. So it's going to be 3rd down 9 with 10:25 left in the second quarter. Iroquois Raider has the ball.
It is 3rd and 9.
Malik Saunders back to pass, going to be pursued.
Oh, and nice. Austin Blocker had him there just for a second, but nice pressure there by August.
Well, that's one of the things that Coach Jones mentioned to me last week before the Carroll County game. When August Blocker is in that game, he causes chaos.
Yeah.
Now, he might not get the tackle, but he creates such chaos that there's a lot of offensive linemen that have to contain him, which allows other players on the Bearcat defense to get in there, make a sack, or create the offense, the opposing team's offense to hurry.
Oh, fumble.
Fumble right there.
Oh, nice play.
They're going to be tackled at the 40-yard line, maybe the 39, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats with 10:12 left in the 7th quarter. With this rain coming down, that makes it tough to grip that ball.
Especially, anytime you kick an extra point, field goal, or have a punt, it's going to be an adventure.
41.
Also receiving any kind of kick is going to be tough. Yeah, I was talking to, August Blocker used to play soccer, and I always told his mom, Fiona, that, he was a good player. She always said, well, he doesn't know what he's doing. I said, it doesn't matter. He's a kid that gave a lot of effort. He was in the right place and kind of created havoc on the soccer field.
Fumble on the play right there. I'm not sure if Jared Frank got it back. He didn't come up with the ball from center, and Iroquois is going to get the ball. It's going to be 1st and 10 right there at the 41-yard line.
Fumbles recovered by the Raiders.
That's a shame to give it right back to him like that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for the next, at least for the rest of this quarter, with the field being wet, with this kind of rain coming down. It's going to be. I think there's the opportunity for tons of turnovers.
Well, Malik Songer comes back out here for the Iroquois Raiders. Second time this corner. 10:08 left in the second quarter. Game is tied 7-7. Rain's coming down steady now, but not quite as hard as it was just a few minutes ago. Number 10, Cartillo, is in motion.
Oh, fumble again.
Fumble right there. Bearcats got it. First down, Bearcats, but there is a flag on the play.
Cole Dickens with the recovery.
82.
Cole Dickens.
A flag on the play.
Well, I tell you what, that's one gutsy kid out there.
I guarantee it.
Most 7th and 8th graders might be taller than him.
Well, what's funny is it's the first game we went to, Michael. I looked over and was thinking, who is 82? He's a young man. He's little, and you think, well, there's no way he's going to play this year. He's a kid that was probably planning on playing just JV football, and here he is making a big play in a varsity game and against Iroquois.
A really big play. That's Malik Saunders down for Iroquois. Hate to see that, but great job and congratulations to Scott and Barbie Dickens. Boy, Cole did a fantastic job, and I think he's going to be toasted for a while with that huge recovery.
Yeah, absolutely.
KCD.
Let's see if we can take advantage of it.
Well, as far as the freshmen go, that's one of the things Coach Jones also mentioned this week. So we've got a great freshman class. Not many players, but we do have even, he mentioned Cole Dickens, what a great job he does in practice, and they're expecting great things out of him in the future years as he grows up, and I'm sure he'll also grow physically as well.
Saunders, a round of applause.
Well, you know, I'm more familiar with his brother Jake. I know Jake was always really a fast player, and I think Jake is hurt, isn't he? Has Jake played this year?
Jake was hurt. He had an unfortunate accident with his eye, and kids are just horsing around. He got whipped in the eye with a towel. But last week was his first week back.
Oh, good.
And they're expecting big things out of him this week because he had a really good week of practice. Starting to catch the ball. His vision's a lot better, and which typically helps you to catch a ball.
Absolutely. Yeah, it usually helps if you can see it. You know, Michael, one of the things we were talking about off air, you know, it is really nice that Dave and Judy are sponsoring the game. And quite honestly, if any other parents or grandparents out there that are watching their sons or grandsons, you know, and you want to participate and sponsor a game or be a part of a group that sponsors a game, please call Patricia Bennett. And you can get to Patricia through Michael's email that he'll give out numerous times during the game.
That's going to be incomplete. Pass was a little short for Tommy Safiri, and that ball's wet, which doesn't help either. So, unfortunate right there for the Bearcat offense. Tommy Safiri was wide open, had a lot of room to run down that field.
He sure did.
9:57 left in the second quarter. Game is tied 7-7.
For Country Day.
Bearcats come back out here, 47-yard line, 2nd and 10. Yeah, if anyone would like to have a shout-out as well, email me at bluegrassmedical@hotmail.com. Bluegrassmedical, all one word, @hotmail.com.
See, always No,
yes,
I don't need
right.
that. No, Kevin, that's at least
a half
6
century.
months away or so.
Half century old.
It's a long time, a long way away.
Not a big run right there. Jack Pike on the run. He's going to go down for a loss of about 3 yards, taking it all the way back to the 44-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and long for the Bearcats. 9:40 left in the second quarter. But again, if you'd like to shout out, have a shout out, email me bluegrassmedical@hotmail.com.
Yeah, you got to keep that phone dry with this rain.
14 on the Bearcat 43.
Jared Frank under center. Evan Mock's got the ball, going to get a gain of about 4 yards. It's going to be 4th down 10 for the Bearcats as Evan gets it out to the 47-yard line. So punt team comes in.
Yeah.
Jackson Alford getting back there, hopefully with some dry hands.
Yeah, and you know, Christian Cox will be snapping. Christian's done a really nice job the last couple games, snapping both on punts and on field goal and extra point opportunities.
Well, I know that's one thing the special team really practices, especially on Sundays. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, they do. Every Sunday at 3.
Mark's really put a lot of effort into practicing his kicks and point after kicks.
He definitely has.
Miss Tucker right there by the Bearcats, but it's going to be brought down right around the 25-yard line. We'll call it the 24. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
Looks like Jordan Ritchie on the return there for Iroquois.
It is 1st and 10 for the Raiders at their own 23.
As a reminder, at halftime, Bearcat at the half will be Russ Cox, chairman of the board of directors here at Kentucky Country Day, as well as one of our former players from last year, Cam Sample. I'm looking forward to talk to Cam, see how things are going.
See how things going in college.
Yeah, because I know he's playing.
Yeah, it's interesting. You look at him, and he still looks as strong as ever, but he's really thinned out. Is the one thing I noticed.
Yeah,
and he started thinning out a little bit last year. He went from trying to be so bulky to being a little bit more athletic, and I think he's gotten even more athletic looking since he's been in college.
Well, I saw Cam over the summer, and it took me a while for me to recognize him. It looked like him, but I wasn't sure, and that's how much weight
nice
he
hit
lost.
There by Evan Mock.
Evan Mock does a nice job of bringing the Iroquois player down. That's number 80. Or 33, Nate Gray on the carry.
Evan Mock gets the solo hit for Country Day.
It's going to be a gain of 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down 6 for the Raiders with 8:06 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, so Michael, just noticed that Saunders is not in. They've got Jordan Ritchie playing quarterback now. I guess the hit that he took on the last series has got him temporarily out of the game.
Well, he walked off the field. but he walked off gingerly. So I'm not sure if we'll see him again tonight, which is unfortunate for the Raiders.
Oh, Emilio, nice position there. Finished off there by, looks like Sam Yu.
It is, number 58, Sam Yu. Boy, he's really had a big game so far this first half.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's
and
Jackson Alford.
Clock's running, 7:20 left.
Emilio
It's going to be 3rd down 4. They're going to give that tackle to Emilio.
Yeah, Emilio had the first hit, and he stuck with him. Looked like Sam Yu kind of helped out there.
The rain's starting to get steady again, as we still have a really good crowd out here. Nice to see a lot of the student body down there soaking wet, but here to support their Bearcat varsity football team. It's going to be a run again for the Raiders. Trying to twist out to the outside. He's got it out to the outside, but going to be tackled. Unfortunately, it'll be good for a first down. Gets the ball out to the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders with 6:51 left as the clock stops.
Cone on the carry.
Raiders. Cole Dickens gets the
Cole again. There he is again. I assume Cole Dickens has got to be a freshman.
Yes. Oh, definitely. And
I think Jake is.
I think he's 4'11". Jake's a junior. Cole's a freshman. And Cole is. I'll tell you what. I'd be scared to go against Cole. He's tough. Tough kid. Oh, brought down by number 44, Evan Mock, and Tommy Stafiri.
Jerome Cone again on the carry.
Jerome Cone.
Number 10.
Yeah, Jerome Cone on the carry. That's going to be good for a first down. Ball's going to be marked at the 40-yard line as the Raiders bring it over on the Bearcat side of the football field.
Looks like Zach Etok is on the golf cart there, Michael, with ice on his knee. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
And Donovan Carter, a little bit of a tackle along with those guys as well. So we'll give Donovan a little credit, too.
And Kevin Samples driving the golf cart. You know, it doesn't take him long to get back involved.
Old habits, that's right. Old habits die hard.
He was such an asset to the football program the last 4 years.
Sam Yu again on the tackle right there. Larry Jackson for Iroquois.
Michael's son.
By Alan Papalio.
And Alan Papalio. So it's going to be a gain of about 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. Starting to see some movement here by this Iroquois Raider offense. 5:50 left in the second quarter. Defense looks to be getting a little tired out there.
Yeah, you know, I think, I like the defensive front we have out there. We got Emilio and Christian Cox.
It's about the 40.
Sam Yu and August Blocker. So it's not a tremendously undersized defensive line. And I think they're doing okay. I mean, I think, we just need to guard against the cutbacks has been the problem.
Number 34. Larry Jackson
Alford gets the solo tackle
and Jackson Alford gets the tackle. Got a gain of about 3 yards. We're going to call it 2 yards. Ball's going to be marked at the 41-yard line. 5:12 left. Second quarter. Game still tied at 7. I tell you, the more the rain falls, the hotter it feels up here.
I know it. Yeah, there's no.
Of course, there is a lot of hot air up here anyway.
I guarantee you,
between
with the coaches over there and Mikey
coaches.
Boy.
The human megaphone, Bob Holgrave himself.
That's right.
Bob's over back there.
Oh, let's get him down here.
Oh, nice tackle right there. Emilio Zayas making the first contact. But it
looks like Jackson got enough for the first down.
Well, if Emilio hadn't gotten him, I'm afraid there was going to be a lot of green in front of that young man to get in there for a touchdown.
For the Bearcats. It is a first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, actually, that is Nate Gray. It's not Jackson.
Ball's going to be placed at the 42-yard line of the Bearcats. 1st and 10, 4:30 left in this second quarter.
So we can get a stop or a turnover here.
Just a heavy dosage is running right here by Iroquois. Nice stop for the Bearcats. That's going to be Alan Papalio, number 50, on that tackle, along with number 18, Jackson Alford. Going to be a gain of about 1 yard, so it'll be 2nd down 9, 4 minutes left.
Gray on the carry.
Yeah, Nate Gray again on the carry. Looks like they're rotating 2 or 3 running backs. Oh, here comes the starter back into the game, Michael.
That's good to see that.
Saunders is back in.
2nd and 8 for the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't want to see you players go down with whatever team
absolutely
they're
not.
on. I like seeing them healthy out there. He's walking up to the line a little gingerly, though, so we'll see what Songer can do. I'm sure it's going to be a handoff immediately. He's not going to – I would be afraid if they scrambled him right off the bat. Nice containment by the Bearcat defense. They bring him down. It's going to be a gain of around 6 yards. Yeah.
Nate Gray carries.
They're going to mark the ball at the 30-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down 3 for the Raiders. He did get out of bounds, so the clock stops with 3:26 left in the second quarter.
Looks like KCD's taking a timeout here.
Timeout, Country.
Bearcats take a timeout, and with that, we'll take a timeout as well. This is the Kentucky Country Day Football Network. Well, I can't tell you if the rain's going to come or go, but right now it's here to stay as it comes down pretty steadily. 3:26 left.
Actually, yes, we did have an issue last week. We're using new beta streaming software with iHigh.com, and unfortunately the first half did not archive because we had a couple of shutdowns using their new system. But since using their new system, we think we got some things corrected. Hopefully we got the broadcast in entirety this week, and it should archive the entire game.
Excellent. Thanks, Kevin.
It's 3rd and 3.
3rd down 3 for the Raiders. Bearcats need a hold right here. He's going to get it right there. They're not letting him go anywhere. Christian Cox, I see Donovan Carter right there. Tommy Stafiri, and I'm sure Emilio Zayas is in there somewhere, along with Sam Yu. So big game tackle. It'll be according to where the spot is.
He's going to be short.
Yeah, they're marking it at the 28-yard line, so it should be 4th down. I bet you they go for it
I
here.
think they will, too. And, that was an interesting
fourth
call
and
there.
two
I think the guy
for
was still making
Iroquois.
forward progress. I think KCD was the benefactor of a good call there.
Well, actually, they brought the ball back a little more, so it's going to be 4th down and 2. Almost 2.5. But the ball is going to be placed at the 29-yard line. 2:40 left in the second quarter. We need a big stop right here for this Bearcat defense. It's going to be a quarterback sneak. He's got the first down. Still on his feet. Songer's doing a nice job getting up there, pedaling those feet. It's going to be placed at the 21-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10. So now it's a fight with the clock. Hopefully that clock runs out before Iroquois can get into the end zone.
First down for the Raiders.
Yeah, because I don't think from the extra point they took, Michael, I don't see them being able to convert a very long field goal.
It is 1st and 10 for Iroquois.
No, Iroquois does
21
struggle
of the
on
Bearcats.
special teams. That's going to be there with along with passing on the offensive side, but special teams is not one of their positive sites for the Raiders. Clock's running, 2 minutes left. Raiders have the ball on the Bearcat 21, 1st and 10. It's going to be another run.
Get him down.
Getting pursued
Nice
out there.
tackle there
Nice
by Jackson
solo
Alford.
tackle. Yep, Jackson
Boy,
Alford.
Jackson's having a heck of a game. That's
Yes.
going to be at least his 5th or 6th tackle.
For the
Oh, we got a
Raiders,
timeout
Jackson
again on the
Alford
field. Looks
gets
like
the
there's
solo
a
stop.
Raider player injured. Can't tell who it is so far.
Officials timeout.
We'll wait to see if he comes up. He's not fooling with his legs, so it's something upper body.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kevin Stanley said the hip. It looked like he was holding his hip.
Well, 1:49 left in the second quarter. Game still tied. It's going to be 2nd down 10 when play resumes for the Raiders. Let's talk about a few of the statistics. You can see Coach Jones down there and Ed Long down there. Coach Long, our strength and conditioning defensive coach, along with Chris Herrick. As far as tackles for the Bearcats, Jackson Alford And correction, no, August. No, it is Jackson Alfred. I'm sorry. Leading tackles. He has a total of 18. August Blocker is second with 11.
Let's give
Christian Cox has got 5. Patrick Dermody, who's unfortunately out for the season, has got 2. Jordan Duff, who is injured tonight, has got 20. Evan Mock has got 15. Zaki Tosh has got 8. Alan Papaya.
It is 2nd and 10 for the Raiders.
He's got 40, and Jack Pike has got 34. So
sounds like Alan Papaya is our leading tackler.
Definitely.
Saunders rolling out. Attempting a pass. He's
He's
a
open.
man and he drops it.
Yeah, he does. That ball was beautifully placed right in his hand.
I know, it just went right through
And
him.
due to the rain, I'm sure he tried to catch it with his jersey, which is a major
Yeah, it was
no-no.
bad, yeah.
Because you know his jersey's got to be soaking
Oh,
wet.
yeah, absolutely.
It just slipped right through it. So big break right there because he was open. Big break for the Bearcats. 1:28 left. Clock stopped after that incomplete pass.
Pretty good coverage there by Donovan Carter.
It's going to be 3rd down. 10 for the Raiders. Ball's at the 21-yard line of the Bearcats. Evan Mock checks in as Christian Cox comes out.
It's 3rd and 10 for the Raiders.
Saunders under center. That's going to be a run play. Fumble right there. I think the Bearcats have
Emilio's
it.
got it.
It dropped right in the hands of Emilio Zayas. They hadn't signaled yet. It's got to be a 1st down Bearcats. Still hadn't signaled, but
I think they did.
I believe there it is. 1st down
Recovered by
Bearcats.
the Bearcats.
Big break right
It'll be
there.
1st
It's going to
and
be on
10
the
for
20-yard
Country
line.
At about their own 23.
1:23 left as the Bearcats take over on their 23-yard line. Jared Frank runs onto the field, gives the signals to the offense, and hopefully maybe we can get a few quick plays here and get a field goal, and if any luck, maybe even get a touchdown.
Yeah, I expect us to run it a couple times and let the clock run out. I mean, we got the ball in the 20 in the rain. I'd be surprised if we throw it here, Michael.
Yeah, it's going to be handed over to Evan Mock. Not much room right there. You might get a gain of about 1 yard. He takes it out to the 22-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down 9 for the Bearcats. 1:05 left. Clock's running. So I think you're right, Bobby Joe. They're just going to let the clock run out.
Yeah, tell you what, Mikey, sometimes you're going to try stuff and sometimes you don't. I know you like to try stuff.
Wow. Well, I know if I brag about playing golf, I don't go out and shoot 102.
Yeah, it was not one of my better days. On the golf course.
40 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Bearcats head up to the line of scrimmage, and I think Jared Frank's just going to down this ball. And he is. That's going to be the last play of the half. Don't forget, halftime, I'm going to have 2 guests tonight. Former player, just graduated last year, Cam Sample, as well as the head of the board of directors for Kentucky Country Day School, Russ Cox. 20 seconds left. Teams are already heading to the locker. I don't blame them. They want to get out of this rain right now.
I guarantee it. Yeah, sometimes, in a college or a pro locker room, they would just totally change clothes. In high school, they don't have that luxury, so I would think it'd be terrible to sit at halftime with totally wet pads on.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a good time for them to head in. The rain is
Ladies
just
and
really
gentlemen,
coming
we're all
down. That's
tied
the
up
end of the
at
first half.
halftime.
Come back for Bearcats the half. We're going to take a quick break, but come back for Russ Cox and Cam Sample. This is the Kentucky Country Day Football Network.
And to the left if you're our guest. And not far.
Okay, what's the link?
It's on the one I texted you earlier. www.aha.com/KCD.
Hold on. Tell me again.
I gotta go back. www.aha.com. www.aha.com/KCD.
It's great to see you, man.
Great to see you, Cam Sample.
Yes,
I appreciate you joining us at halftime.
Yes, sir.
It's we got you on camera right here. Well, tell me about. I know you miss being out on this field and playing at the
yes,
Mo.
sir. Yep, yes,
Although
sir.
I don't know if you miss playing a game like tonight.
Oh, yes, sir. This reminds me of the Trimble County and Holy Cross game last year. It was white grinders, so.
Well, tell me about where you're going to school now and
sir.
and what's happening in your life. I know you're playing football there as
Yes, sir.
well.
Well, I'm going to Anderson University right now. It's about 20 miles north of Indianapolis. So, we're 0-2 right now, but we're just going to be a young team. Whenever I decided to go there, we knew it was going to be a grind. It's going to be hard to get better again. So, I'm just embracing the opportunity, living the dream, playing college football. So,
Well, congratulations. Now, what I'd like to for you to talk about a little bit is how did you get to Country Day? Talk about the history of you getting here and what really brought you to Country Day and why you wanted to come here.
well, I went to Beth Haven Christian School it was on Johnsontown Road in middle school. And whenever we couldn't have football anymore, I got to know Coach Greenwell with playing with him. I just decided, I came out here in shadow and decided that this is the best fit for me, both academically and on the field. And looking back at it now, I'm glad I came out here because it's prepared me for college, and I feel like college is going well right now because of that.
Well, I think that's a great point because I know Coach Green was very instrumental in bringing you to the
Yes,
school.
sir.
But talk about the academic side of it as well and how it prepared you for college.
Well, the academic side is huge because you come in freshman year, you have history teachers like Mr. Malloy and English teachers like Ms. Rhea. They come in and push you, they don't baby you. So if you don't want to do the work, then you got to leave, So whenever I came here my freshman year, just those classes with them, they pushed me and it's helped me out now because after my freshman year, I felt like the rest of high school was sort of a breeze. It's because I got used to that workload, and now I'm used to it at the college level. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's a good school, and I know your family's proud of you. We certainly miss your dad, Kevin Sample. He was very much instrumental part of this team for
yes,
the
sir.
last 4 years, and we
Yes,
dearly
sir.
miss your dad as well. Not only you, but your dad. You had great parents.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And they were very involved with the team here. But
Yes, sir.
now you're going to Anderson College up just north of Indianapolis.
Yes, sir. Yep.
And you talked about the team a little bit, how young they are. Does that mean you're playing up there this year?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm actually getting to start.
Congratulations.
Yes,
What
sir.
position are you playing?
Right now I'm playing outside linebacker. Last week we had to go to a 3-5 because the team we played was more of an option team. So, but yeah, we're playing a 3-4 right now, and I'm getting to play outside linebacker. So,
Congratulations.
yes, sir. It's a dream come true.
Well, what kind of a season have you personally had so far up there?
Well, I've had 6 tackles in the first 2 games, so it's always good to get that first one under the belt. But
That's great.
hopefully as a team we all have a good bye week, make smart decisions off the field, and we go back up there Monday ready to work, beat Defiance College next week. So.
Well, I appreciate you coming. Always great to see you,
yes,
Cam
sir.
Sample.
You too.
You're a great young man, and I wish you
appreciate
the
it.
best of success.
Yes, sir, great to be home.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, come back for Russ Cox, and this is Kentucky Country Day Football Network. Nice job.
Thanks a
Always
lot,
great
man.
having you,
Yes,
Cam.
sir.
You're a good guy. Well, welcome back to Bearcats to Half. This second half of the halftime is going to be my good friend Russ Cox. Russ, congratulations on being the king of the board of directors here at Kentucky Country Day School for another year.
Thank you.
Let us know what kind of the insight of what's going on without telling us too much. I know the board doesn't like us to know everything that's going on, but
well, we're very transparent.
Yes, you sound like Obama.
That's right. Wait a minute.
Now, tell us a little bit what's going on here at your level on campus at Kentucky Country Day.
Well, the Board of Trustees is very interested right now in looking at what's the next place on the path for KCD. Where do we go? We're at about 950 students enrolled from JK to 12th grade. Mm-hmm. Extremely pleased, 3 National Merit semifinalists this year. Mm-hmm. Everything headed in the right direction. Just went through our last accreditation last year, got a great report. But we really are faced with go forward and make KCD even better than it already is.
Tell me, why is accreditation, because I know y'all have been working on that for some time now, and it was extremely difficult. Why is that so important to Kentucky Country Day?
Well, the process is what's important, Mike, because it's a self-examination. Mm-hmm. It's a way that you look at yourself, and then you have an external team who's from schools throughout the country come in and take a look at what you think, and then make their own observations, and then they can offer suggestions and recommendations of how you can improve and what you might need to know about where they come from. So the accreditation is one thing. It's affirming that we're doing the right things, but it's also part of the improvement process that we think is important.
What's down the road now that we've gotten that out of the way? I know one thing that Brad Lyman told me last year, and I believe you did too, we're going to look at some athletic type situations where we're going to be building some things and funding a lot of things athletically. What does that mean so far this year, and what's coming up?
Well, Brad is absolute disciple about facilities, making them the best that they can be to attract the best students we can possibly attract, and to have a well-rounded sort of curriculum that includes not only sports but arts. As far as athletics go, we certainly took a big step last year with the field hockey and lacrosse artificial field. Right. We were able to have tournaments, camps this summer that we wouldn't have been able to have in the past. Keep in mind, Michael, every time somebody drives through that gate, whether it's for a field hockey game or a lacrosse game, they see what a great campus it is and get to know us in a different way.
Well, I can tell you from a personal standpoint, that was one of the main reasons why the Bennetts came to the school. We were looking at and comparing collegiate and country day, but when you look at the facilities, that's one thing my father always mentions is there is always something going on at Country Day, either inside with the beautiful new art center that we built within the last couple of years, to the outside with all the different fields that are going on. And it's not just the upper school, it's middle school, it's lower school. I know Tim Green said we've got, if not the first, the second most teams in a school setting, high school and middle school.
193 teams from JK all the way through, which is just amazing when you look at a school, again, with 950 students. There's a lot of kids playing a lot of sports.
That's right.
But the balance of KCD is what's so important, because if sports aren't what floats your boat as a young man or young woman coming into KCD, the arts program is very robust, not to mention the clubs that are available for anything you want to do. So we think we have something for everybody.
And I would totally agree with you wholeheartedly. I'm a selfish person. Football is my number one sport. One thing I want to see here, concession stands, locker rooms, a new stadium here so we can seat the people a little more comfortably than we have on the seat backs for the visitors. Exactly. What's on the sunrise for the football team?
Well, what we're blessed with is land. And what we're really looking at doing is how do we fit everything into the complex in a way that makes sense for the future. If you happen to go back here behind the baseball fields, you'll see that we're filling in dirt that was pulled from the front as the trees were removed and things happened there that will add approximately 2 or 3 acres that can be another practice field. What we could envision is coming around from that practice field, a training facility, have coaches' offices, absolutely comfort for whoever's watching any type of sporting event here, be it soccer, football, concession stands, permanent concession stands and restrooms, those sorts of things. But it's an evolution. It's a process that we have to get everybody understanding that there is a balance between investing in academic program, athletic program, and arts program. So it is on the drawing board. It's very much a vision, but it's something that we have to balance. That's what a good board of trustees does.
And not really answer the question either. So that's a good board of trustees as well. You kind of answered the question in a roundabout way, but that's okay.
It's the way Bobby Joe would have answered it on his 50th.
Well, I want to know when we're building a stadium, and I want it right now. I'm sorry. That's what I want to know, and I'll get Brad Lyman to tell me.
On the check, you can write Kentucky Country Day.
That's
as
right.
As long as you sign a Michael Bennett, the voice of the Bearcats.
Well, and you bring up a good point, because that's one thing we look for as a private school are donations.
Absolutely.
So if there's anybody out there listening, grandparents, we want grandparents donating to their kids' education. What do we need as far as how do we get that out, telling grandparents, telling parents, and how they can get involved with the school?
Well, it's everybody. It's not only the people that are related to the students here, but it's people throughout the community. We've got to do a better job of bringing our corporate community into KCD. All those trees being removed out there has opened a lot of people's eyes as to what the wonderful things that facility-wise KCD has to offer. But I think the most compelling case that you can have as a grandparent, as a parent, as anybody who's part of a family member at KCD is what the money is used for and how it's got great stewardship around it.
Yeah.
You don't see any waste at this school. You don't see any frivolous spending. You see investment in things that will make the school better for the students that are involved. And that's first and foremost.
Well, and you bring up a great point, because that's what is embedded on the brick wall of the Art Center.
That's right.
Stewardship.
That's right.
Scholar, and the third
Citizen.
being citizen. Exactly. And that's one of the things that I think has been impressive to me since my kids have gotten not only into middle school but in upper school as well, how involved they are, not just around the school but also throughout the community, metropolitan Louisville. It's just fantastic how involved they are and how they really love to get outside of this school and really promote Kentucky Country Day.
Well, in the upper school, service is part of the curriculum.
Exactly.
And getting out in the community and doing something that makes a difference and not being so focused only on yourself is an important skill to take out for the rest of your life. We have a class in philanthropy at KCD. Don't know many schools that do that, but the importance of giving back is something that we try to have in our curriculum at all levels, and understanding the importance of doing that. And it gives us a good opportunity as we travel to different schools to play them athletics and whatnot to be able to talk a lot about what we do at KCD, and our students represent themselves well.
Extremely well. Well, I think one of the great things that you mentioned just a little bit ago, which a lot of people saw as a negative, but one of the great things is that now people can truly see the campus. You know, it was disappointing to see all those beautiful trees go down, which I assume are going to be replanted at some point in time, but it has opened a lot of people's eyes. A lot of my good friends that weren't familiar too much with the campus here saw what facilities we have here, and the new field we've got up front that you mentioned a little earlier, and a beautiful press box up there as well. So it's just a terrific job. I congratulate you. Thank you for all the hard work you do here, Russ Cox.
Thank you, voice.
All
It's always good to be here. Thanks for all you do. For
yes,
KCD.
I appreciate that. All right, take care. Well, that's our Bearcat at the half. And
along the fence, Billy Lace.
On the fence right here, guys.
Look up. Look up.
You can see a few of the Bearcats out here, faithful in this just terrible pouring down rain. But we got about 2:50 left before the start of the second half. And not much to talk about as far as the first half, just simply because of the weather. But we're going to take a quick break. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. This is the Kentucky Country Day Football Network. Stand by for more football right after these messages. Well, getting ready for the start of the second half, Bobby Joe.
Well, I tell you, Mikey, the weather's getting better by the minute.
Well, I tell you, poor Russ Cox gets up here. He's on the chain gang tonight, and that poor guy is just drenched.
Yeah, I was talking to Russ. He said this game reminded both of us of the Louisville, Florida State game numerous years ago where it just was a monsoon the whole game. Russ was telling me the suit that he wore to that game, he just threw it away.
Oh, the Bearcats hit an onside kick, and they're going to have an offsides. That's a shame. Coach Green came over to me and whispered, we're going to do an onside kick to start this second half, and unfortunately just didn't go over for the Bearcats. But nice attempt right there. I like the call. I like that aggressiveness.
False start violation against the Bearcats.
False start. I don't know if I've ever heard that on a kickoff.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Did he go before he got the whistle?
I thought Mark was on his way. To me, if anything, it was offsides, not false start.
A 5-yard penalty.
So it'll be interesting to see if they try
Mark
it again.
Holtgrave will be kicking
I say
off
why
for
not?
today.
The ball's wet, but no, they're going to kick it away now. Score is tied at 7-all. Iroquois Raiders will get the ball this second half. They were the first ones to score in the first half. Bearcats took it on the next possession and scored with a healthy dosage of running. That's going to be a pooch kick all the way down to the 33-yard line. The Raiders mishandled that ball, but they recovered. It's going to be down, marked at the 34-yard line.
Raiders, 34.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Raiders on their own 34. If you'd like to give a shout out, email me at Bluegrass Medical.
It is first and 10 for Iroquois.
At hotmail.com.
Anything new?
No, not a thing new this half so far. I saw a movement on the line. I know the coaches are yelling about, but it's going to be a good run all the way out to the 42-yard line.
All right, so, Michael, let's see the last couple games coming out of halftime. It seemed as though, we lost focus a little bit. And, we just didn't do quite as good a job defending the run at the beginning of the second half in our last two games. Let's see if we can do a little bit better job in this game.
Well, it's going to be a gang tackle right there on the Bearcat defense. It's going to be close to a first down, but I think he's going to be just short. They're going to mark it right around the 38, 39-yard line.
Picks up a couple of yards.
One of the referees is giving the Raider running back a little bit of a hard time, saying, give me the ball. It's raining. Don't just throw it. We're trying to keep the balls dry.
Yeah.
That's one thing Coach Green said at halftime is that
they're just soaked.
The referees, officials are having a hard time keeping the balls dry. So it's going to be third and real short. Quarterback sneak. He gets right up through the middle. It's going to be good for a first down as Songer gets it to the 49-yard line of the Raiders.
Jack Pike,
number 8, with the tackle.
Gets the tackle, assisted by Jackson Alford for the Bearcats. It is a first down for the Raiders at the midfield stripe.
Clock's running, third quarter, 10:30 left.
We got a police car and an ambulance over there on the track. You don't see that every day, Michael.
No, I'm looking to see if there's an injury over there. I don't see anybody injured. At least I hope not. So. That's going to be
like Saunders. No, it wasn't Saunders.
No, it's 34 on that carry for the Raiders.
Everything's soaking wet here. Looks like Jackson. Is it Jackson?
Larry Jackson.
Yeah, Larry Jackson.
Yards.
Gets 2 yards in the game. Be second down 8.
Second and 8.
Well, calming down just a little bit. The rain is, which is nice. Cool.
It is,
definitely cooled off the temperature. Yeah. I don't know what the temperature is in Connecticut. I can't imagine
Yeah.
It's much warmer than this.
It's a nice time of the year to be in Connecticut, Michael.
I'm sure it is with the as we have a flag on the place. There's going to be official timeout on the field, but I'm sure this time of year it's absolutely beautiful.
Oh,
the
it's
leaves
really
getting
nice.
ready to change, and
yeah, cool evenings and
Penalty marker.
probably highs in the 70s.
that flag's going to be
False
against
start violation against the Raiders.
Iroquois
5-yard
Raiders.
penalty.
It's going to be false start against them, so it's a 5-yard penalty taking
So
the
it
ball
will be
all the way
second
back
and
to the
12 for
48-yard
Iroquois.
line, 2nd and 12.
Ladies and
Mike,
gentlemen,
we
the
haven't
cell
talked
phone
much
has been
about
turned into the press box.
The Louisville-Kentucky
The cell
game.
phone
It
has
being
been
there, it
turned
wasn't
into the
really a
press
very
box.
well-played game on either side, was it?
Well, I would disagree
played
with
well
you a little
defensively.
bit. Yes, that's exactly where I would disagree with you. That the defense, as Songer takes it out to the outside, got a lot of room out there, being pursued by Jackson Alford and Christian Cox. Christian almost gets him, but he's going to be forced out of bounds by number 58, Sam Yu. A lot of yelling down there. Songer coming up a
Defense,
little
I think
shaky.
I think we got a little lucky. Well, we were unfortunate. I think
Sam
Christian
Yu
Cox
is
was
the
clipped,
tackle
but
for Country Day.
Sam Yu threw their quarterback down
Saunders
pretty
picked up
aggressively,
the-
3 yards out of bounds. So we're lucky we didn't get a personal foul penalty there.
Well, clock's running, so they said he was tackled in bounds. 8:46 left in this third quarter. Score remains tied.
It is 3rd and 6 for Iroquois.
Ball's going to be placed on the 46-yard line of the Bearcats. 3rd down 6. Songer's a good player, but I tell you, the defense has done well containing him. They really hadn't allowed these Raider players to get outside too much, so they've done a nice job. There's a hole
pressure.
right there. They're not going to call it, but it's going to be incomplete. Jackson Alford almost out there, or Sam Pike, I'm sorry, out there almost
Saunders
with an
pass
interception.
incomplete. Jack Pike in on the coverage for the Bearcats.
Yeah, good pressure
It is
there by
4th
Jackson
and
Alford,
6
and really
for the Raiders.
Saunders had nowhere to throw that ball. He just kind of heaved it. Got lucky that Jack Pike didn't intercept it.
Well, it's going to be 4th down. Bearcats will get the ball for the first time this half. 8:15 left.
And Michael, you almost wonder if you just don't tell Jack Pike to let the ball land and not even risk trying to catch it in this.
Well, I think it'll depend on the pursuit. If Iroquois is able to get back down there and he doesn't have any time, yeah, I would agree with you
Well,
totally.
he doesn't even have gloves on, so
That's one thing my father's always said all my life. He doesn't understand there's going to be a flag on the
Oh,
play. Blocked!
punt.
Bearcats get it first down. Bearcats, there is a flag on the play.
On the play.
But I believe Jake Dickens is going to be credited.
Should be a legal formation, I think, on Iroquois. So
Well,
I think they'll decline that. We'll take the ball, I'm sure.
You got that right. Again, that's one of those plays they were practicing yesterday, trying to be aggressive and block those punts, and it really came in a positive way right there.
Illegal shift against
Yeah,
Iroquois.
the coaches
declined.
must have seen
KCD
something in
takes
the way
possession.
that Iroquois lined up the punt, and
It
it's
is
paying
1st and 10
dividends.
for the Bearcats at about their own 46.
You see an ambulance off in the distance, not quite sure who it's for, but up by the locker room.
I hope that's not for Zach
It is
Utah.
1st and 10
Todd's
for
right.
the Bearcats.
Oh, it's going to be first down for the Bearcats as they take over on their own 46. Jack Pike is going to be in motion. Tommy Staffer's got to the outside. He bounces to the 45, to the 40, going to be forced out of
That's a
bounds.
horse
Right
collar.
there at the 39.
Ferry carries to the 39-yard line of the
That's-
Raiders.
Boy, you hear Tim Green.
Yeah,
You can't ever miss his voice.
Collar.
It is
Tim
a
Green
first
is
down
almost,
for the Bearcats.
almost like you as far as the human megaphone as well.
I tell you.
Sorry about that. Just our cameraman mistakenly hit a commercial. It's pouring down rain here. He's trying to keep the screen
done a great
dry.
job keeping everything working, and I think in an attempt to dry a screen, he accidentally actually sent us commercial. The good news is we didn't even miss a play.
No, we didn't miss a play. He's hustling right there. Got about a loss of 1 yard. Evan Mock on the last carry right there, unable to get any kind of movement. I know the line's really struggling, especially with this rain, but Christian Cox really has the tough assignment tonight with the Raider big man out there, probably the biggest man we'll play all year. He's really fit. He's believe it or not, he's a junior, but he looks like he's a junior in college. That's going to be offsides, hopefully, against the Raiders.
Yeah, good delayed snap count there. Draw them offsides. All right.
Yeah, offsides. Boy, pouring down just seconds ago, and the rain is just coming down a tiny bit. But I'll tell you, I'm proud of this KCD fan crowd here. They're
hanging with us.
Yes, they are. Still a relatively good crowd. This was Bearcat Day, or Bearcat Festival, which is usually a huge turnout, very much like Tailgate. I know Carmen Mathis and Patricia Bennett went to a lot of work with Tailgate.
Oh, I bet.
Had the biggest crowd they've ever had here. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Score still tied at 7-all. Second down, 6 for the Bearcats. Evan Mock's got the ball. Not much room there. He's going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Mike, you got to give a shout-out to Greg Stroll. Greg Stroll was the mastermind behind those burgers. Stroll seasoned those things up beautifully. I think everybody was thrilled with the burgers here at Bearcat Festival.
I'm always pleased with the burgers here at Bearcat Festival.
I can tell.
Oh, my gosh. I have been working out my butt. And I tell you, I don't appreciate that, Bobby Joe. How was Petticoat Junction? Was that a good show back when you were a kid?
It was a great show.
Dr. Strangelove, or, as you like to call yourself, Dr. Strange.
Dr. Strangelove. Where'd that come from?
That was a famous movie back in 1963 when you were born.
I did not know.
Andy Griffith, Petticoat Junction.
Oh, good call.
Nice pass right there. It's complete to Tommy Staferi. Has a little bit of room, but unfortunately he doesn't have much room to run out there. No blocking in front of him.
Is complete.
So he's going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tommy had some room to run, and he and Denny Smith got their signals crossed, and he ran right into Denny.
It is 4th and about 6 for the Bearcats.
I have no idea.
Whoa.
Oh, I know, yeah. That was way before my time. Yeah.
Jackson Alford waiting for the snap. Good snap by Christian Cox. It's going to be a punt all to the far side. Gets a good Bearcat roll. It's going down to the 10-yard line. Well, the Raider player got down there acting like he was going to touch the ball. Little dangerous right there for him. If he'd have touched that, needless to say, we would have taken over. We had 2 Bearcats right there ready to stomp on that ball.
Yeah, that would not have been a wise move there by Jordan Ritchie from Iroquois.
The Raiders will take possession at about their own 11.
1963, 53.
53.
Oh, sorry, 63.
Yeah.
The audio cassette was invented. Wow, that's pretty far back.
That's way back.
Bobby
yeah.
Joe.
I'll tell you, Mikey, what year were you born?
1973.
Where you would know you weren't. You were like 65.
Yes, I was 1965. What is your birthday? What date?
It's 9/28/63, baby.
9/28. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, great gang tackle right there by the Bearcats. Leading tackle there was Emilio Zayas.
Saunders carries
No,
for
it was
the
not.
Raiders.
I can't tell if he'd turn around. That's going to be Jack Pike
Gets
with
the
that
tackle
hard
for the
hit.
Bearcats.
Nice gain there for Iroquois. 7 yards on first down. Maybe even 8. Looks like 7 to me. They put 8 on the board here.
Yeah, it's probably 7.5. It's right there in between the hash marks. So it's going to be 2nd down 3 for the Raiders. 4:41 as the clock is in movement. Saunders under center. It's going to
Oh,
be
nice
quarterback
play there.
sneak, but the Bearcats do a great
Sam
job.
Yu and Emilio right there. I think they've run that play 2 or 3 times. We were waiting for that one. I think they lost a yard.
A pickup of about a yard. It is 3rd and 1 for the Raiders.
Yeah, 3:53 as clock remains in movement. Score still tied. Raiders got the ball.
Yeah, really a fast-moving third quarter, Michael. Not a lot going on, and
No, really isn't. Well, you get this kind of weather, you're not going to see a lot of passing. You're going to see a healthy dosage of running. 3rd down 1, so the Raiders did get a gain of 1 yard.
we had him behind the back in the backfield and let him out. First down looks like for Iroquois.
Desir Moore picks up the first down for the Raiders.
$19.63.
Oh, you still got your 63.
Absolutely, absolutely. Something that was invented in 1963, I would expect by your mom or dad. The sedative Valium was.
Wow, they probably
was
needed
invented.
it when I was a kid.
You daggone right. I would agree. I need some Valium right now, just every Friday night, just to handle you.
Kevin's not that bad. You'd be nice to Kevin Stammerman.
Yeah, that's right. Big run right there for the Raiders. Good tackle for Christian Cox.
Yeah, good. Another 6-7 yard gain on first down, Michael. Those are killers.
That's exactly right. Because what it gets the Raiders out of a hole. So that's going to be a gain of 6 yards, 2nd down 4. And you know, we had the Raiders in a hole, and you want to keep them down there. So we don't want to lose any kind of game or advantage on the field.
No doubt.
Especially on a night like tonight.
Especially when the ball's wet. You know, if you can keep them pinned in, boy, that really works to your favor.
Exactly. Oh, big run right there. Tommy Staffieri almost had him. Donovan Gardy does a nice job of bringing him down pretty much by himself. Ball's going to be placed at the 38-yard line. It's going to be another first down with 2:08 left in the third quarter. But you're right, this third quarter has flown by.
It is a first down.
You know, Donovan Carter's played well today.
Yes, he has. Great mom and dad. I always enjoyed talking to them the few times I get to see them. That's the disadvantage of being up here. You know, you don't get to
talk to all the families. That's very true.
Because I actually never knew the Staffieris at all. Fumble right there! I can't tell if the Bearcats had. There's a lot of Bearcats over there. Hopefully in that pile. They haven't marked it yet.
78.
We're saying
Emilio.
first down. Yeah, said Emilio. First down, Bearcats.
That's Emilio's second fumble recovery of the night, I think.
That's why you want to keep that ball down here. It's allowing them to have these big games.
Iroquois 40.
So the offense comes back out here.
You know, Michael, after you talked to Cam Sample, I talked to him a little bit. You know, he's down to 240. He's really gotten himself in great shape. Says he's getting to play a lot for Anderson.
He's starting.
Good.
He's actually starting, is what he told me. And, boy, what a good-looking kid.
Yeah,
great family.
Such
and,
good manners.
Oh, absolutely. Good-looking kid, bright kid. So I'm glad to see him with a lot of success up there at Anderson College, just north of Indianapolis. Jared Frank handoff to Evan Mock. Not much room there. He's going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. A minute 30 left in this third quarter.
Evan Mock carries for Country Day.
We got to get some blocking up front.
We do.
There.
You know, I think we're doing better with misdirection
No
plays and straight up the middle run plays.
For
so,
the Bearcats.
Be interesting to see if we put the ball up in the air here. Yep.
Well, 63, Tony Haw. He's 6'1", 250. That's the one they have Christian Cox against.
Wow.
And poor Christian, he's having a tough time, but doing a great job as well as he can. There he goes out there. You can see him pass out there all the way out to Tommy Staffieri. Tommy comes in. It's going to be intercepted. Raiders got the ball. It's going to be almost a tackle right there at the 5, but he's still on his feet all the way out to the 25-30. He's got a lot of room right there. Jack Pikes out there, does a nice job of bringing him down at the 45-yard line. Bearcats, tough pass right there with double coverage.
Yeah, you know, I think, Jared's played so well as a young freshman. You know, on a play like that, you know, would be you know, would be ideal if you miss that pass. You want to miss it long, so you certainly don't want to underthrow that one.
Jack Pike gets the stop.
I just got a text message from a good friend of mine up in Kennebunkport, Maine, Randy Ah.
Wow.
Well, one of my closest friends growing up. He is works for a certain ex-president up in Kennebunkport, Maine.
Does he? Yeah.
Yeah, he lives 5 months of the year up there and 7 months the rest of the year down in Houston, Texas. So
excellent.
Absolutely.
He's up there with George?
Absolutely loves the Bushes. So Randy's a great guy. I miss him dearly. He'll be down here for the Kentucky-Alabama game.
Oh, great.
So I look forward to seeing him. Songer with the
Is he a
keep right
Kentucky
there.
fan or an Alabama fan?
Well, he graduated from Kentucky.
Okay.
But unfortunately, he's been born again with his stint with the Secret Service down in Alabama.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And became an Alabama fan. So
I'm sure if you live in Alabama, you don't have much of a choice. Maybe Auburn, but probably Alabama.
For the Raiders.
If you say so. I'll never understand it.
You know what Alabama or Auburn stands for, don't you?
I have no idea.
Auburn stands for Alabama usually beats us rednecks.
Okay.
I heard a comedian tell that joke in Panama City Beach, Florida one year.
He was obviously from Alabama.
He was.
Well, that's going to be into the third quarter right there. Tommy Safiri with the tackle along with Jack Pike. And it's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be marked right around the 39-yard line, close to the 38. Now it's going to be marked on the 38. But with that, we're going to take a quick break. This is the Kentucky Country Day Football Network. Well, we have our next shout-out. Go Bearcats, keep your spirit high and have fun. Good luck, Jill and Jim Conklin, parents of our assistant coach, Jimmy Conklin. So good to hear from them from Norfolk, Virginia. My friend and Randy Yaw says the acronym is true. Auburn.
Auburn, yes, he probably liked that. It always gets a laugh.
That's right.
And it's never been more true than today. Boy, Alabama's just so good.
Well, he gets it's almost like a draft for Nick Saban. He gets really the pick of the litter. Almost very true for our good friend over in Lexington when it comes to basketball.
Yeah, I don't think Nick's paying him, though.
Thank you, Bobby Joe. Appreciate that confident, positive analysis of my favorite team. Tommy going to bring him down right around the 31-yard line.
Got a flag. It's one of the first flags of the night, Michael. You know what's interesting, though? If you look at some of the scout, the highest-rated recruiting classes, Alabama's usually not at the top.
By the Raiders.
They're always top 10, but, Texas and USC and those kind of schools are usually the ones that are highest up, but
I looked that up within the last week. I was curious to see who was playing, who had the most players in the or I should say, what college had the most players in the NFL.
Penalty.
And it was surprising. It was not,
who was it? USC?
I believe it was USC. Florida State was up there. Yeah. Miami was up there.
Miami used to always be at the top.
Oh, definitely. Well, it also used to be Notre Dame, and our kids' generation
it is 3rd and 14
doesn't know the success that Notre Dame had when we were their age.
Yep. I think their coach, I think Brian Kelly's a really good coach. They were fortunate to get to the final game last year, and they were just outmatched in talent. But they're going to continue to get better and better.
But let's be honest. And Songer goes back to pass, but he's going to give it. It's going to be a draw. He's got a lot of room out there. He's going to have a gain of about 10, 11 yards. So they're going to give him 10 yards. He's down to the 40-yard line of the Bearcats. That's going to be fourth down.
The Fury of the Bearcats.
So it'll be question mark whether or not they go for it here with fourth down or if they're going to punt for it. But and I'll tell you what.
It is 4th and 4.
I think
Iroquois at the Bearcats.
I don't know if I've never been a Philadelphia Eagle fan, talking about NFL.
Sure.
But Chip Kelly for the Eagles He's got the most exciting offense I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, Michael. You know, in the first game he had tremendous success against the Redskins, but he's lost the next two.
Yeah.
So, you know,
but I think it'll come, though.
Yeah.
It is fun to watch, and you hear
Yeah.
more people talking about the Eagles and how exciting, because they've never seen that type of offense. As Songer's going to get a first down and more right there. He's going to take it down.
Cole Dickens knocked him out of bounds.
25-yard line.
Saunders carries to about the 23-yard line of the Bearcats. Knocked out of bounds.
I think
it is
the
a
defense,
first down for the Raiders.
even though we had a turnover a little bit ago in the third quarter,
we've been
I
on
think
the field the whole third quarter.
Yes, they have.
It's the beginning of the fourth.
They're getting a little winded as you see their hands on their hips, and that's always a really good indication that that team is tired.
Talking NFL and college, I can't believe you're not bragging on how close Kentucky was able to stay to the Cards.
Well, the positive thing I saw from Kentucky football, which I haven't seen probably my whole life, was defense.
Yeah, they played
And,
well.
they did a great job continuing.
Well,
Oh, what a
speaking
tackle
of
right there.
defense.
Yes, sir. Emilio Zayas up there, taking him to the ground.
That was a
Emilio
beautiful play.
Zayas in on the tackle for the Bearcats.
But
You know what's amazing about those games is
Assisted by Jackson
if you ever
Alford.
take a look at the spreads and the next day
It
take
is
a look at
second
how
and
close
8
they were,
for the
I think the
Raiders.
Kentucky-Louisville game went off at 13.5.
yes,
It was a 14-point game. So, or it went off, maybe it went off at 14. But
A little
it was
higher,
right
yeah.
on it.
yeah. That is always amazing to me, how the
It's
Las
crazy.
Vegas guys can really pick those games. I don't know how they do it. It's going to be in the handoff. A lot of room out
It's
there.
Jackson.
He's going to be out close to another first down. He
Nate
might be
Gray
just short.
on the
Nate Gray
carry
gets it
for
out
the
there
Raiders.
for the Raiders. 9:40 left in the fourth quarter, and the Raiders are moving. They are deep in Bearcat territory. So they're
Jack
in there.
Pike in on the stop for the Bearcats.
Jack Pike with the tackle. 3rd down and 1. But Kentucky
It is
did a great
3rd
job
and
on
1.
defense.
They did.
Iroquois.
You know, a lot of the things they did is they controlled field position. You know, field position's so big in those kind of games.
Well, it's unfortunate that this is
and
what I
1.
wish, is that U of L had a better schedule.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
not-
way
not
we
good.
could truly see how good a team they
That's
are.
right.
But you don't see it when you're playing to Florida, and it's not a
No.
cut; it's reality.
Yeah,
And
no question.
I know that they try as far as scheduling better games, but to no prevail.
No,
they're
it's a
they're
bad
almost
schedule.
the
A first down to the
2013
Raiders.
Boise State team.
Yeah.
That's it's going to be a good team.
State, Notre Dame coming up.
Yeah, it'll get better next year, that's for sure.
1st and 10 for Iroquois.
I don't respect Notre Dame. I think they play weak schedules.
Florida State.
Florida State will be a good matchup,
right at the
but
10.
the ACC is
1st and goal from the 10.
a little above mediocre as far as a football conference. They're going to be a whale of a basketball
Oh,
conference.
it's the perfect football conference to be in because you get a BCS bid and you
Oh,
have
I
a
don't
chance to
disagree
win
with that.
it.
I don't disagree with you there. Well, it's going to be 1st and goal as they have the ball on the 10-yard line. It's going to get a
Not
game
much
about
there. Good defense.
Saunders.
1 yard. They're going to get it down
Yeah,
to the
for a
9-yard
keeper.
line, so Saunders has the keeper. 8:20 left in the ball game. Score is still tied. We hadn't had a lot of timeouts either. Have you noticed
No,
that?
that many penalties, that many timeouts. It's going to be interesting to see if we somehow, some way could hold them here. It'd be interesting to get this game down in the 4 or 5 minute mark, 4 or 5 minutes left, and with a tie score.
One exciting note I will tell you.
It is
of a
2nd and goal from about
upcoming
the 9.
event here in town, which I am very excited about. Jimmy Buffett is coming
Oh,
November
great.
30th. So if there's anybody out there that can help me get really good tickets, I would appreciate it. Songer's got the keeper again. He's going to get
That's
to
a
the
hold.
outside.
There's a
It's going to
hold
flag
call.
right
Fumble.
there. I can't
Oh,
tell. It
they're
looks like
calling
we
him
got the
down.
ball, but they're going to call
They're
him
calling
down.
Fumble
Yeah.
on the play.
But there's a
also a flag on the play.
Jack Pike was on the tackle along with Tommy Stafiri and maybe Jackson Alford. So good job of keeping him on the inside of the field, not letting him get the corner.
Number
A
3
holding violation against Iroquois.
Yeah, it is going to be holding against Iroquois.
Number 3 got shaken up again. Looks like Saunders is going off the field.
Yeah, he's got his helmet off, so yeah, I definitely would agree. He's going off the field. Taking a lot of time here. I'm not sure if number one, who's going to replace him. He's definitely staying
Well, number
off the
one,
field.
Yeah, number 1 came in for him before. That's
Jordan Ritchie for the Raiders. Jordan Ritchie. So that's going to take the ball way back to the 29-yard line.
That's Lionel's son, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, correction. It's going to be marked at the 17-yard line of the Bearcats. 7:34 left. Second down, 17. Second and goal. Ritchie comes in. That's going to be another run outside. They're not letting him get outside. Jake Dickens is right there going to hold him there. Jack Pike. Nice tackle by Jack Pike.
Jack Pike gets the tackle for the Bearcats.
Clock's
Nice
running,
pursuit.
7 minutes left. Yes, it was nice pursuit right there. Again, we've adjusted and not allowing these Raiders to get to the outside and be able to run upfield. They are fast. And unfortunately, we just don't have the speed that they do.
Well, it's nice to see him 3rd and 18. 3rd and goal from the 18.
Yeah, I doubt if they go for a field goal if we hold them here. It'll probably be 2-down territory. They lost a yard right there, so it's 3rd and goal from the 18-yard line of the Bearcats.
Jackson on the carry, and they got him down. No, that's not Jackson. That's the other.
Ritchie. Oh, yeah, you're right.
No, it's Gray.
Yeah, Nate
Carries
Gray.
for the Raiders.
Oh, fumble on the play. Bearcats getting first down. Bearcats, 6:25 left in the ball game. Big turnover again right there. Emilio Zayas is running off like he got it again. And that would be his third fumble
That's
recovery of the night.
unbelievable. Boy, what a polite young man he is.
Well, he had a tough first part of the season purely because he had mono, so that's always something really tough to overcome.
Yeah, just zaps you from what I understand. Oh, it's good to see Zach Etak sitting on the bench.
Bearcats.
Well, it's going to be time out on the field. That was a nice defensive stand, as my good friend up in Connecticut, Randy Oss, says. And that was. Great job by them. We'll stay right here, Kevin. Bearcats are going to take over on their own 15-yard line. 1st and 10 with 6:25 left in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a big, big offensive drive right here. I expect good things.
Yeah, it's interesting. Jared Frank is on the sidelines right now, so let's see if we go with a little, Wildcat formation.
Well, we'll see if we see some great athleticism out there. Speaking of athleticism, I understand you're quite the skier, Bob Holtgrave.
I am an unbelievable skier.
Oh, yeah, because you went to Colorado with your in-laws. Is that right?
I did, yes.
And your father-in-law was so impressed that you were able all week to ski the bunny slope.
No, that's not true. I was a Black Diamond. They called me Black Diamond Bob.
Black Diamond Bobby Joe, I think. So, Mr. Petticoat Junction.
They start calling me Mikey at the end of the week.
Well, I'm proud of you. 102 on the golf course. Wow, you're quite the golfer.
Tommy Safiri carries for
You go on the bunny slopes out in Colorado.
No.
Picks up about
I
2
tell you
yards.
what, your father-in-law has
It is
really
2nd
pegged
and
you
8.
right.
Oh, yeah.
He's complimented you and said, what a great guy you are. But in all,
I know, isn't that great?
In all seriousness, he did said, what a great son-in-law you are.
Well, that's awfully nice. Yeah,
And
we
I
were
know,
fortunate to have great in-laws. There's no question, Michael.
And I know, well, they wanted to do this for you just because they love you. Well, there's going to be a flag on the play, unfortunately, right there.
I hope that's not on us.
Tommy Safiri with a nice
Tommy
run, brings it
Safiri
all the way out
on
to the
carry. There is a flag
35.
on the play. He was stopped by Eric Gibson of the Raiders.
That's going to be holding against the Bearcats. So
Holding
that's going to
against
really
the Bearcats.
take us back in a hole right there. And it's going to take us all the way back to the 12-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 13 for the Bearcats.
So, Michael, I don't think, Jared is not even close to the coaches. So they're going to stick with this this formation. Looks like for most of this drive.
I know that's one of the things they had talked about, if anything was going to happen to Blake. And, of course, Jared's done a great job this year. It just hadn't been one of his nights tonight, unfortunately. But that they would put either Jordan or
2nd and 17
Tommy
for the
Staffieri in a Wildcat
Yeah.
type play position. So that's obviously what they're trying to do here. Tommy Staffieri's got a hole up there. Not going to get much yardage. Looks like he's going to gain about 4 yards.
Yeah, I'd like to see his Mike. I'd like to see his run a reverse here.
Picks up about
seems like these
3
guys
yards.
are pursuing pretty aggressively to the ball. It'd be interesting to see what we could do with a reverse. I'm trying to say that loud enough to the coaches here.
Well, I don't disagree with you.
That's 2 direct snaps to Staffieri. He's played quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, they have Tommy Staffieri in the shotgun.
It is 3rd and 12 for the Bearcats.
Well, it's going to be almost a pass right there, but Tommy decides to keep it. Not much room, not much blocking. The scary part about
Tommy
being so
Staffieri
deep
on the
down
carry.
there, as the clock runs with 4:30 left in the ball game, you don't want to have any kind of turnovers. That's one thing that's really been a plague for the Raiders tonight.
Yeah, so we're punting deep in our own end zone. Looks like Jackson
It
Alfred's
is
back to
4th
punt.
down for the Bearcats. Jackson Alford in punt formation.
Jackson Alford back on his goal line, getting ready to receive the punt, or receive the snap. Not a bad snap. Good rush right there for the
Take
Raiders.
a roll for us. Beautiful
All the
punt.
way down past the 50-yard line, down to the Raiders' 46.
Nice.
Yes, that was a nice job.
Very nicely done.
Clock stops with 4:01 left in the ball game.
So
Need a big
40-yard
stop.
punt there for Jackson.
Jackson Alford on the punt for the Bearcats. The Raiders will take possession at about their own 45-yard line.
Well, since you've had a little rough time tonight from your in-laws, Bobby Joe, tell me some stories about your in-laws.
About my in-laws, well, this is dangerous. I can't do that, Michael.
That's the whole
I know it. I will tell you, Dave Long is a legend in his own mind.
Well, I know he was
And Judy's
excited.
as sweet as they come. So.
He was excited about emailing me
first
and
and
giving me
10
a
for the
little
Raiders.
insight. And of course, your lovely wife, Katie, was nice enough to tell me your nickname was Bobby Joe. After Robert Joseph Holtgrave. Saunders back to
Interception.
pass.
Oh,
Got a
no.
man wide open. It's going to be caught. Going to be brought down right around the 31-yard line.
There was nobody within 15 yards of him.
No, there wasn't. Jack
Saunders
Pike did
pass
a nice
was
job
clean.
coming down there and bringing him down.
Jack Pike in on the tackle for the Bearcats. It's a first down for the Raiders at the Bearcat 32.
So with 3:50 left in the ball
And
game.
it keeps coming down.
Yeah, it held off for just a little bit, but now it's starting to come down steady again.
What
It's
we
just-
need, Michael, is when Iroquois has the ball, we want it to pour.
That's right. That's right. Well, that was a nice pass right there.
He's a bit of a wounded duck, but he was wide open.
Yeah, as you notice, that was Songer, so he's back in the ball game again. There you go.
Penalty
That's
marker.
going to be a penalty against Iroquois Raiders. That's going to be false start, so that's going to take him back 5 yards, back to the 37-yard line of the Bearcats.
So, Michael, UK's off this week, aren't
Offsides.
They'll definitely
Iroquois,
win tomorrow.
5-yard
Yes,
penalty.
they are
they?
off.
They definitely won't lose.
They are off tomorrow, which I think is a nice move for this team this year. They're learning all new things. So, and we've got a junior college transfer on the defensive side that's just done a phenomenal job. He's leading the country in sacks.
Is he really? Wow.
Yes, and so the fumble on the play right there, but it's going to be flagged. The ball's
Penalty
going to be, our play's going to be stopped. I believe it's going to be another false start against Iroquois. So this is good for the Bearcats.
False start
Yeah,
violation.
especially in this weather. Boy,
Against
you
Iroquois.
get
5-yard
first and
penalty.
20. It's really tough.
Yeah, that's going to take it back to the 41-yard line with 3:13 left. We might go into overtime here. After
What is overtime in high school? Is it just sudden death, I think?
I don't remember what high school, because I don't know if I've ever seen overtime in high school. I've certainly seen it in college football and NFL.
It is first and 19 for.
I've never liked overtime in NFL. I've never understood
I
it.
think they got it right in college. I like the way they do it in college,
Yes.
where both teams get the ball
Yes.
at the 25. And
Saunders back to pass.
Oh.
He's contained by Cole Dickens, and pass is overthrown. Thank goodness they picked the right side. Cole did a nice job of trying to stay with him, but that was a nice pass right there by Saunders.
Nice throw. Cole was in the right place. I think
Cole
the guy
Dickens
just said
in on the coverage
7 inches
Bearcats.
on him. So
I know Barbie and Scott Dickens are proud of that little guy. And of course, they're happy to see their older son, who's a junior. Cole's a freshman, and Jake's a junior.
Jake's out there playing, I think, outside linebacker.
Yes, Jake's got some speed on him.
Yeah, Jake is a kid they probably wanted to put in the defensive backfield, but with Jordan going down, they've had to jumble everything around.
And that's where I compliment Matt Jones. Coach Jones just done a phenomenal job.
Oh,
Coach Jake Dickens almost has him right there, slides down, throws his fist down because he thought he had a sack, but they're going to get a good gain all the way down to the 25-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 for the Raiders with the clock running, 2:20 left in the ball game.
Cole Dickens is limping a little bit, Michael. Hopefully he's okay.
Judy Long writes, surely have enjoyed your research on 1963, wishing Bob at least 50 more birthdays. I wouldn't go that far, Miss Long. I don't know if I can handle another year with Scott.
In 52 or 53 years, I should be able to shoot my age on the golf course.
Look at the subject. Bobby Joe.
Oh, my God.
You're going to be Bobby Joe the rest of my life. Yes, sir, you are.
Fumble
on this play right there. But Saunders got it running to the outside. He's going to be tackled right around the 18-yard line. And it's going to be good for a first down. Raiders
Saunders
with a minute 38
for the Raiders.
As
by Jack Pike.
Clock stops temporarily to move the chains. As our good friend Russ Cox running out there trying to get those chains up there in this soaking rain.
Needs to be the last first down.
It is a first down for Iroquois at about the
Iroquois used the timeout
18-yard line.
No, I don't believe they have it all. And the Bearcats have used 1, so we have 2 remaining, but we need a big hold right here. I still think this is 4-down territory. I don't know if they'll go for a field goal at all. They have virtually no special teams, but the ball's going to be run to the outside. He got some room out there. He's going to be close to a touchdown, Raiders. Well, that's a shame. Defense has done a nice job here this fourth quarter, containing him up until that last couple of plays.
Gray
that hurts
for the Raiders.
Well, I do want to repeat one thing from your father-in-law. Congrats from Judy and me for being as close to 60 as he is to 40.
I'm not.
Tell him not to.
Dave must not have been a good math student because.
Well, he says, tell him not to forget my 75th birthday. I'm expecting a big present for his personal hero. Keep the good work on Eye High. We really enjoy your broadcast in spite of Bob.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, the field goal's good. That's going to make it
Raiders
14, Bearcats 7 with a minute and 7 seconds left in the ball game. So we're going to take a break, but we'll be back with more football after these messages. This is the Kentucky Country Day Football Network. You know, Bob, we're sitting here during the break. Again, I feel like this is a game we really had control of, especially with all the turnovers we've seen tonight, and just haven't been able to get the offense going. Defense has done a great job, but poor guys, they've been on the field almost the whole game, and they're just worn out.
Yeah, it's been a field position second half, and Iroquois had better field position, and offensively, we just haven't had any success. We had a really nice play there when we went to the Wildcat formation, got called for a hold. So just unfortunate to give up a score with 1 minute left in the half to give them a 7-point lead.
Well, when you miss number 23 down there, Jordan Duff, who is your really offensive playmaker and somewhat defensive playmaker, best athlete undoubtedly on the ball club. But when he's not in the ball game, it's really a different football team.
Tough.
He's definitely an emotional picker-upper for this team, too.
A lot of room there, a lot of room
yes,
there.
Yes, there is. Oh, he's going to be tackled right there at the 41-yard line. Jack Pike had
a
really nice return there. 59 seconds left. Well, Tommy Staferi checks in out there as the quarterback, trying to see if we can get something going with this last minute left in the fourth quarter. Down 14-7 to the Raiders of Iroquois.
All right, Michael, we got to put it up in the air. Let's see what happens.
Well, certainly do appreciate the Conklins checking in with us as usual this week. Hope they're doing well in Virginia.
For the Bearcats at about their own 42.
Also appreciate Judy and Dave Long for
that was all
sponsoring this
nice
game.
for them to do that. That's definitely true.
And Randy checking in from Kenny Bunkport, Maine. That ball's going to be complete. Oh, what a catch by Tommy Staferi right there at the 40-yard line of Iroquois.
Nice
at
play.
The 41-yard line of Iroquois.
Not the greatest of pass, but who cares as long as it's complete and gets the Bearcats a first down with 53 seconds left in this ball game. I will have to say I like the music selection tonight.
I know. Yeah, they play a wide variety of stuff.
I just wish they'd play a little Jimmy Buffett. November 30th. I need tickets for the Jimmy Buffett concert in Louisville, Kentucky. That's all I want.
Fumble.
Now, I think that was a design play right there.
Was it?
Because Evan Mock acted as if the ball was going over his head. And, yeah. Yeah. But he gets a gain of about 2 yards, so it's going to be second down 8. The ball's going to be placed at the 38. 47 seconds left as the Bearcats call a timeout. It makes it tough with this rain, ball being wet, for you to get any kind of a long play here.
Yeah, you know, and the balls are just so saturated. You know, it does no good to dry them. Be nice.
Just be nice for what?
No, it'd be nice. You know, you see a lot of these guys like Teddy Bridgewater wearing gloves. Do you think wearing gloves with a ball this wet would probably be a pretty good idea?
Well, yes and no. You lose the feel of the ball. And that's one thing I've heard from my dad all my life. Why do these guys wear gloves?
Well,
Why do you have to wear gloves?
I don't think they would do it if it didn't help. So Peyton Manning's wearing gloves now.
Exactly. So there is some positive to it, but, you know, to me there's still a negative to it because you lose that. I always like the feel of a ball. You know, I was a baseball player. I don't know if I could pitch with a glove on my hand. But you're right. Evidently, there is some kind of design to these gloves.
Especially when it rains.
Now, I can see why the receivers wear them. Because that's sticky. You could catch anything you wanted to.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I think it's a mosquito catcher, basically, but it's so sticky, you can catch a ball with one finger. Jared Frank's in shotgun position, waiting for the snap. He's back to pass, and it's going to be just a little overthrown to Jack Pike. Good coverage right there for the Raiders. It's
3rd and 8.
3rd down 8 with 42 seconds left. I'll tell you what, 9:25. This has been a quick ball game tonight.
It has been fast. You know, the last game was really quick as well.
We haven't seen a lot of penalties against the Bearcats.
No.
We certainly have against the Raiders, but unfortunately they've just come at inopportune times for the Bearcats, which have really hurt any opportunity to win this ball game.
That last drive when Iroquois got back-to-back penalties, I was hoping that would be enough to keep that drive from going forward.
Exactly.
And, unfortunately, they were able to convert it for a touchdown.
Jared Frank shows up under center. Tommy Staferi's in motion. It's going to be a pass again. Trying to get it to Tommy. He's got the ball. He's out of the 30, 25, 20. He's going to be tackled right there just inside the 20. Clock's going to stop with 35 seconds left. Matt Jones is telling players to get out there quickly. Let's stop this clock. Get out there and snap the ball.
Yeah, we should have one timeout left, I'm thinking, Michael.
Clock hadn't started yet. 35 seconds left. 1st and 10 Clock's going to stop with just a little over 31 seconds left. It's going to be second down from the 20 for the Bearcats. They're on the Raiders side, almost in the red zone. Nice job right here by the receivers. That was a really crisp pass by Jared Frank. Nice
over
touch.
to Thomas, a very nice run after the catch.
It is 2nd and 10 for the Bearcats.
31 seconds left. 2nd and 10 for the Bearcats on the Raider 20-yard line. Officials doing a nice job keeping that ball dry as much as they can. Jared's in the shotgun position. Evan Mock's back. Not a good snap right there. Got to throw it quickly. It's going to be incomplete. He had to hurry that one. No blocking right there by the offensive line.
Yeah, dangerous pass throwing it up in the air like that. Fortunately, it went over the Iroquois defender's head.
Well, yes and no. That's what you're taught to do, though. If you're in a crunch time with 28 seconds left like we have in this ball game, quarterbacks are taught to get that ball out of their hands as quickly as they can.
Yeah, I would love for him to throw it out of bounds, though. You know, to where nobody can catch it.
Well, he didn't have enough time to do that. You're right, but you got to stop the clock. If he gets a sack, that clock's still running, then we have to waste another timeout.
Would agree.
So I think Jerry did the right thing right there,
Third
getting
and
that
10
ball
for the
out of his hands no matter what.
That was good.
It did work out well. So quit complaining, Bobby Joe.
I tell you what, Mikey, I'm liking Dickens out here to the right.
He's got time right there. It's going to be overthrown.
Oh.
Almost intercepted. He had plenty of time. Had Jack Pike open in the end zone.
Intended for Pike.
And unfortunately, it goes incomplete.
A couple of Jared's passes have just been overthrown a little bit. You know, I think he's able to put a little bit more velocity on that wet ball than what he thinks. So,
well, with
be interesting to see what happens here.
With 23 seconds left, this is 4th down and 10 for the Bearcats. So this is first down, touchdown, or the ball game's going to be over.
It is 4th and 10 for the Bearcats.
Again, we certainly appreciate the Conklins. We appreciate the Longs checking in with us tonight as well as sponsoring this ball game, and appreciate Randy Off from Kennebunkport, Maine.
He's got it, Coach. He's got it. He underthrew.
Well, that ball's going to be incomplete. So that's going to be the ball game as the Bearcats go over on downs to the Raiders. It's going to be 1st and 10 with 19 seconds left.
Yeah, a gallant effort for the Bearcats. You know, I thought they really played well tonight. You know, considering the limitations that they have.
Iroquois takes possession on down.
You know, this Iroquois team is definitely rebuilding under Coach Sander, and just being down a couple guys has been hurting us.
Yeah, unfortunately, it has hurt us all year. And we've shown lights of greatness, but unfortunately, it's just not coming at the times that we need them to come through. So, unfortunately, Bearcats going to go down for a loss. Record's going to go down to 2-3. And next week we play Holy Cross at Holy Cross.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game.
So we will not be on iHigh next week. But Bob, happy birthday.
Michael, always a pleasure. Thank you. Thanks to Dave and Judy, too.
Absolutely great people. I hope they come up here and say hello to us one of these days. Yeah, they're
coming up. You know, it's funny. They're coming up I think the weekend when we have a bye, unfortunately. So, you know, they were anxious to see Mark play live, and I think the way it worked out is they're actually going down to Vandy for Parents Weekend with us. And,
good.
And I don't think we have a game that weekend, if I remember correctly.
Well, one quick update about David Holtgrave.
Next week,
is he traveling with the team as well?
No, he's not. So
he's not yet.
Yeah, he's redshirted and not traveling.
So. Warriors at 7:30.
Yeah.
He
may be listening tonight. I don't know. He watched a little bit of last week's game.
Hope to see you there.
Well, that's going to be the end of the ball game, and I stand corrected. We play Eminence Warriors at Eminence, so that's where the Bearcats will be going. So that should be a really good, exciting game, and stay tuned for more broadcasts. Just check out kcd.org or 852fx.com. As usual, we appreciate Kevin Stammerman and really fighting the weather tonight, and Bob Holtgrave, as usual. It's been a great night.
Always fun, Michael.
Losing,
I know, we hate to lose.